A few hours later, I heard someone waking me up.
Hey, Erica, wake up!
It was my husband. Well, come home.
What are you doing?
What?
What are these appetizers? My parents are here and you bought these cheap appetizers. I told you to do it right today, didn't I?
Yeah, that's what your father...
Now get up and start cooking. I'll throw this stuff away.
Hey! My name is Erica. I'm a 28-year-old office worker. I have a boyfriend named Sean. I met him at a blind date and he made a fierce approach to me. He was kind and funny and I was immediately attracted to him. Then, a year after we started dating, he proposed to me. The answer, of course, was yes. I was so happy that I was going to marry the man I loved so much. My parents also liked him and congratulated us on our marriage. His parents were also very nice people, and I knew we would have a very happy marriage life. After that, the wedding and the honeymoon went well, and we started our new life. I was very happy and enjoying my new life with my husband. Then, I got pregnant. On top of being happy, another wonderful event, and I felt the greatest happiness in my life. My husband was also very happy about the baby. I'm going to work harder, he said. However, I think my husband had the wrong idea about working. Even though I was suffering from morning sickness, he was working a lot of overtime to increase his income. I was so worried about having a baby for the first time, and I wanted him to come home early if he could. But it was not easy for me to tell this to my husband, who was working hard for me and the baby. Then, when 6 months had passed and I entered a stable period in my pregnancy, I decided to take both paid and maternity leave to take a break from my work. But I guess that had the opposite effect for my husband. He seemed to think I was bored at home and didn't do any housework anymore. When we first got married, we were both working, so we shared the household chores. Also, when I got pregnant, he took the initiative to do the housework because he was concerned about my health. But when he started working more overtime, he helped with the housework less and less, and I had to do it all by myself. I was feeling quite stressed out, and one day I had a run-in with my husband. He didn't work overtime and came home early that day. Oh, welcome back. You're home early today.
Yeah. By the way, what's for dinner?
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well, so I was lying down until just now. And I was going to start cooking now.
Oh, I was able to come home early today, and how come there isn't any food?
What?
You're a stay-at-home wife, so you should do better.
I'm trying my best to do things right. Besides, the reason I'm taking time off work is because I'm pregnant and not feeling well. You should at least understand that.
Are you saying it's my fault? Don't blame me for your own inadequacies.
I didn't say it like that. I'm just saying that we are a couple and we need to support each other. What I want from you right now is not to work as hard as you do. I want you to be here for me and help me with the housework as much as possible.
In short, you want to slack off.
What? Why is that?
Because if you are going to be home all the time and depend on me to do the housework, it's nothing but just slacking off.
That's enough. I'm going to have the baby back home.
What do you mean?
I'm saying I'm going home to my parents for a while. I'm not coming back here until the baby is born. When I said that, my husband said, "Oh, really? Do whatever you want." And he stormed out of the house. I felt sad and wondered why it went so wrong. I cried alone in the house. I wondered if I would be happy to give a birth in this situation. After that, I went back to my parents' house and took it easy with their support. It seemed that I had been under a lot of stress. After resting at my parents' house, my physical condition improved considerably. Then, about 2 months after I started living at my parents' house, my husband and in-laws suddenly came to visit. I hadn't had any contact with my husband since I went back to my hometown, so I was puzzled by the fact that they came out of the blue. Apparently, they wanted to apologize to me. It seems that my in-laws had come to the house where my husband and I live because they were worried about my health. They were surprised to see that I was gone. Then when they asked my husband what was going on there, he told them that I had gone back to my hometown after a fight. They grabbed my husband by the neck and came to my parents' house.
Erica, I'm really sorry about our stupid son. We gave him a big lecture. He doesn't understand how hard and painful pregnancy is. Come on, you apologize too. Erica, I'm sorry.
My husband bowed his head saying apologize.
It's okay. I'm sorry I got emotional too.
And we were able to reconcile. My in-laws are really nice people. I don't know what would have happened if they hadn't come in to mediate this time. And then the baby was born, a healthy baby girl. My husband was very happy about the birth of our daughter. I took her with my back to the house where I lived with my husband. After maternity leave was over, I took a childcare leave and devoted myself to raising my baby. But taking care of the baby was harder than I had expected. My daughter cried a lot at night. Because of this, I could hardly sleep at night. I woke up in the morning exhausted, made lunch for my husband, and did housework. One day, I reached my limit. I fell asleep with my daughter while I was putting her to bed. It was already nighttime and my husband woke me up. "Oh, I'm sorry. I knew I was in trouble. I hadn't prepared anything for dinner. He might get angry at me like he did before." My husband gave me an annoyed look, but didn't get mad. He said, "Next Saturday, my parents are coming to celebrate the birth of the baby, so you better be on top of things then." I remembered that my mother-in-law had contacted me just before. "It's already coming up next week." I was concentrating on taking care of my baby, and the day of the celebration came in the blink of an eye. Well, I have to go to work in the morning. Okay. Make sure to prepare a decent meal for my parents, okay? Yes, I will. Although my husband don't get angry anymore. He still seems to underestimate the difficulties of taking care of a baby. After he left for work, my daughter had just fallen asleep and I was ready to start cooking. Then suddenly the doorbell rang. Who is in the world at this time? I answered. And to my surprise, it was my parents-in-law. What happened? You were supposed to come over this afternoon, weren't you? I'm so sorry coming all of a sudden. I was just thinking that you must be trying very hard to make a feast. Look, I bought appetizers, so we can all eat this together. Oh, he picked them out and brought them for you. Oh, really? Thank you. That's when my daughter started crying. Apparently, the sound of the doorbell woke her up when the in-laws came over. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry we woke her up. Erica, is she crying a lot at night? How do you know? Sean cried a lot too, so I thought she might be like that too. Then, Erica, you haven't slept much, have you? I'll take care of her. You can get some rest in the meantime. Get some good rest. I'll go and buy the booze and other drinks. Let me know if you need anything else. Thank you for everything, Mother and Father. So I decided to listen to them and get some rest. I lay down on the couch and slept. A few hours later, I heard someone waking me up. Hey, Erica, wake up! It was my husband's voice. Welcome home. What are you doing? What? What are these appetizers? My parents are here and you bought these cheap appetizers. I told you to behave today. Oh, that's your father. Now get up and start cooking. I will throw this stuff away. Hey! My husband grabbed the appetizers and was about to throw them away, so I tried to stop him. There's no way I can serve this to my mom and dad. So these were... I was about to explain when I heard a loud voice behind me. Hey, what are you doing? It was my father-in-law's voice. Apparently, he just got home. My mother-in-law, who went for a walk with my daughter, was also with him. Hi, Dad. Listen to me. I told her you were coming today, but she slept in and didn't even cook. And she tried to cover it up by buying these cheap appetizers. I'm going to throw this away, so just wait a little longer. I'll have Erica cook something now. Your father bought those. He looked at me and froze. What did you say? That's the appetizers your father picked up and brought for us. I've been trying to tell you this. Oh no. My husband's face instantly turned pale. My father-in-law came closer to my husband with a very scary look on his face. I'm sorry I picked cheap appetizers. No. It's just, what the hell is your problem? You don't care about Erica at all. I thought you changed your mind after I scolded you the other day before the baby was born. You haven't changed at all. I'm sorry. Just then, we heard a message notification on my husband's phone. His phone was on the dining table. My mother-in-law, who was closest to the phone, saw the screen.
Sean, who is this Karen?
Oh no.
You forgot your cigarettes and lighter. Next time you come back, make sure you take them with you. Sean, what is this? Well, that's, I thought you were going to work. Who is this woman? Karen?
My husband seemed to realize he couldn't get away with it and confessed to the affair.
You've got to be kidding me.
My father-in-law's iron fist exploded on my husband. He got down on his knees and apologized to me in tears.
Well, it was just a case of the devil getting the better of me.
He tried to excuse himself, but I couldn't trust him anymore. I can't do this anymore. Please, let's divorce.
Oh, no.
My in-laws say, of course you should get a divorce. I'm sorry for all the trouble my stupid son has caused you. They apologized.
I'll make him do whatever you want about the divorce.
With that, my parents-in-law took my husband out of the house and went back to their house. Later, my parents-in-law came to my house with the divorce papers. They told me that they made my husband tell them about the affair. The adulterer was a junior employee of the same company. To my dismay, they had been having an affair since I was pregnant. He was not working overtime, but meeting secretly. I filed for alimony against my husband and the adulterer, and child support for my husband. Since my in-laws were with him, my husband could reject and agreed to my demands. So, we got divorced. My ex-husband was told by his parents that they would pick his rotten guts out. My ex-husband is forced to live a life of daily surveillance, going back and forth between work and home. Also, my ex-husband paid alimony direct to me, but my in-laws paid me a lump sum of child support money, which was a considerable amount. My ex-husband will have to pay back to his parents little by little. My in-laws also manage my ex-husband's salary and give him an allowance every month. It's a very inconvenient life, but it's all his fault. On the other hand, I returned to my parents' house, and with the help of my parents, I went back to work. My daughter has grown up so well, and she makes me happy with her cute smile every day. I will continue to work hard for her and take good care of her. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you like. See you next time.